Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to Google. Then you're going to go on, you're going to navigate over to the OFT tunes. Then you're going to go to their actual website, the OFT website itself. Now we're going to go over to support and downloads. Now you're going to scroll down and you're going to see all these different downloads available. Right there you see the Open Flash Manager, which is what you'll need to actually tune it. And then if you go down further, you'll see the actual ROM downloads for the FRS, BRZ, and such. So first go and download yourself ROM Raider. Now you're going to go down. Now you're going to actually have to look for the actual proper OFT tune for your car. So they have codes like ZA1J. Now when you actually flash or initially read on the OFT, it's going to tell you which code you have. So just take note of that, take a picture of it, and that way you can actually find the proper tunes that you need. And then once you found the tunes, you're just simply going to click on them. And then once you click on it and you scroll down near the very bottom, it gives you an option to actually be able to download the file. Right here where it says please click here. Now you have to go down, you have to actually add it to your cart. I know it seems weird, but it is $0. And the only way to actually get them now is to actually add them to your cart. And then when you go up and you actually go to your cart, oh, I double clicked it. So when you go to your cart, you're going to see that it's in your cart, and you're going to see that it's $0. It's going to say subtotal of $0 and total is $0. And then all you do is you proceed to checkout. And then this just pretty much goes over all the liability stuff. And then you're going to have to put in all your credentials and sign on the dotted line. And then they'll actually give you and allow you to download your actual files that you need. Alright, now that you have ROM Raider downloaded and installed, you're going to actually go up and you're going to actually have to install your ECU definitions. So when you downloaded your actual ECU files, inside that file itself will be an ECU definition. So you're going to actually need to make sure that that definition has the same coding or the same code as your actual OFT flash tunes. Because without the ECU definitions, it will not open the actual tune itself. It is literally the only way. So after you've extracted that folder, make sure that you have it in a place that you know where it is, so you're able to navigate and actually find your ECU definitions and your actual tune files. So once everything is extracted, you're going to just go up, click on the ECU definition tab, and then add that ECU definition from the actual folder. Once that's done, you're going to go over and you're going to actually select an image, which will be one of your tune files in that same actual folder. And then you're going to go in, you're going to choose either whether you want to do your stage 1 tune, your stage 2, or your stage 2 plus. And then once you do that, you're just literally going to wait for it to actually load into ROM Raider itself. It takes a little bit of time. Alrighty, now that she's in here, now there's a few different options that you can do. So starting down at the bottom, you can actually change the actual launch control disable speed. So for instance, if you want to have like a rolling launch control, so you can still be rolling in like neutral and still be able to use your two-step, you can actually just bump up your speed a little higher, and that'll actually allow it to go for a little bit longer. Now when it comes to the launch control itself, putting it at 4,000 doesn't actually put it at 4,000 RPM on the dash. So you actually have to put it at 4,800 on the ROM Raider, and that is actually 4,000. It's weird how it works, it's just kind of backwards. Now for the actual Backfire Tune itself, you're actually going to go up and you're going to go into the advanced timing section, and you're going to go into the bass timing B. You don't want to mess around with the A at all. You literally only want to be dealing with the bass timing B. Now to the far left column, where you can see a few of them highlighted blue that all say -5. That's because I had already started doing this. Now I recommend not changing anything below 1600 RPM, so between 800 and 1600. Now the reason for that is that that's where your car is pretty much running down low, and I didn't want to have my car backfiring A when it was down low, B I wanted it to be able to idle nicely. Now when you actually change out the numbers and stuff, you can go as far as, for instance, as I have highlighted right now, you can go from 2000 all the way down to redline and then highlight them all. Now as you saw up in the top right corner, I actually changed the number. So me changing it to -5 is a moderate backfire. You can go as high as -10. Now I don't recommend running -10 all the time. I honestly don't even recommend running -5 all the time. You'll actually get some good backfires even if you put it at -2. So it's all preference in that stage. The easiest way to make a backfire is have the car, like say you're in second gear, you're pulling, get up past 4,000 RPM, take your foot completely off the gas pedal, and slowly start adding gas. And as you're adding gas, you're actually going to realize that the car starts to backfire like crazy when you find that certain throttle position. Same with if you go up to redline and you hit fuel cut, it'll backfire really strong, like really strong. Other than that, those are pretty much the only two ways to make a backfire through this tune. Now, like I said, I don't recommend running at 10. -5 is a very moderate setting, and that's probably what I'd recommend. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks, guys. Take it easy.